The first time a woman came to the men's toilet, and I met Matt Damon. The woman quickly apologized, because she overheard Matt Damon talking to himself here, and this content is obviously personal privacy. Matt Damon asked her why she was in the men's room, claiming to be Emily Blunt. She bluntly said she was trying to avoid security, because she ate at someone else's wedding. That's why I hid in the men's toilet. Matt Damon is amused by Emily Blunt's playful cuteness. Turns out Matt Damon is about to run for president of the United States, but because the black history of the university period was exposed, this will be his last speech on stage. But Emily Blunt learned from the eavesdropping. Feeling the sincerity of Matt Damon, she tried to encourage Matt Damon don't buy it. Just as the two were preparing for a deeper exchange, the assistant who suddenly appeared interrupted their sweetness. Emily Blunt ran out shyly. Look at her cute back. Matt Damon feels empowered. Sure enough, in the following speech, he gave up the flashy speeches. It was inspired by Emily Blunt. Complete this final concession speech with a sincere heart. What he didn't expect was, his heartfelt words won the approval of voters. This laid a solid foundation for his re-election for the presidency. However, at this moment, he did not realize everything he's been through, all within the expectations of a mysterious organization. The next day, mystery man Anthony Mackie received an order from his superiors. He has to spill coffee on Matt Damon by 7:05. How could it take a blink of an eye? Anthony Mackie overslept. Wait for him to look at the mysterious manual in his hand. Found out that Matt Damon had boarded the bus. Dazed, he quickly chased after him, and Matt Damon in the car actually met Emily Blunt again. Emily Blunt was also amazed by this. They didn't expect that fate would bring them together again. And Anthony Mackie on the other side is about to miss the time. I saw him wave his little hand. Matt Damon spilled coffee on Emily Blunt. When Anthony Mackie looks at the manual again, and he got a bad feeling, and Emily Blunt in the car put Matt Damon's phone in the coffee, so the two are even. Then he left Matt Damon his phone number. Matt Damon, who is addicted to happiness. The air feels sweet. He entered the company. I didn't notice the strangeness of my colleagues at all, until he opened the door to his friend's office. Only then did they discover a group of mysterious men in black, and they're flicking it at their friends. Matt Damon panicked on the spot. The sudden scene made him run away, but no matter how hard he runs, the man in black can always appear in front of her eyes. Even if he locks the office door, still can't stop the pursuit of the men in black. Just let Anthony Mackie knock himself out. Wait until he wakes up again. This is in the mouth of the mysterious man John Slattery. Learned the truth of the incident. It turns out that the mysterious man organization is called the Fate Planning Bureau. They determine the course of everyone's life. What happened to Matt Damon? It was carefully designed by them, and the coffee should have been spilled on Matt Damon, so he can take 10 minutes to change his shirt. But due to Anthony Mackie's negligence, coffee spilled on Emily Blunt, which brings Matt Damon to Buddy 10 minutes early. That's what happened just now. And Emily Blunt was an accident. Encounter in the men's toilet. Probably their last meeting. Therefore, John Slattery burned the contact information left by Emily Blunt, then threw Matt Damon back into the office. He fell to the ground and happened to be killed by his friend. Bumped into, but strangely, friends act like nothing happened. When Matt Damon reopens the door, it has been turned back into the original conference room. That's when Matt Damon believed John Slattery, but apparently, he didn't want to give up Emily Blunt easily. The couple is lost in a sweet sleep, unaware that an old man was peeping. At this moment, he's trying to figure out how to break up the sweet lovers. It turns out that the old man is from the Destiny Planning Bureau. His mission is to monitor the fate of everyone, get people to follow the design trajectory. But Matt Damon's encounter with Emily Blunt disrupted the plan. They had no choice but to intervene. In front of Matt Damon, burned the contact information left by Emily Blunt. In the face of their formidable abilities, Matt Damon was forced to lose contact with Emily Blunt. In the blink of an eye, 3 years have passed. Matt Damon never got over Emily Blunt. He still sits every day. The bus that once brought them together. Maybe it was his persistence that moved the heavens. He saw a familiar figure again, so he chased after the woman with all his life. Fortunately, the woman is Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt questions why he hasn't contacted her for 3 years. But Matt Damon is also helpless, because he knows the tricks of the Fate Bureau. So he asks Emily Blunt for more personal information, because he doesn't want to lose the love in front of him again. But the encounter between the two, soon perceived by the Fate Planning Bureau. The next second they were there. First let a friend interrupt Matt Damon, tell him not to delay his speech later. Matt Damon, with all his thoughts on Emily Blunt, ready to give up the speech. But Emily Blunt doesn't want to affect his career. She intimately said that she was performing nearby, and could come to her when his speech was over. Matt Damon reluctantly agreed. Watch her kiss Emily Blunt goodbye. John Slattery of the Fate Bureau is relieved. At the speech, Matt Damon, who is sure to run again, received warm applause from the people. When he looked at the pier not far away, Emily Blunt got a text message to change the rehearsal location. And that's when Matt Damon happened to find someone from the Planning Bureau. He realized something was wrong. Sure enough, When he came to the opposite dock, he never met his beloved Emily Blunt. She called to check. As a result, the signal was lost. He used a payphone instead, but still can't get through. Finally asked for Emily Blunt's whereabouts in the restaurant, and he couldn't get a cab. No matter how he finds Emily Blunt, will be stopped by the planning bureau. He confronted John Slattery. Why not let him fall in love with Emily Blunt? But the reply was, it's all fate. Matt Damon, who doesn't believe in fate, has to try. He insisted on using $3,000, successfully boarded a taxi, and the planning bureau can only desperately use the portal to catch up. Once the two meet again, the set script will be disrupted again. Ultimately, with Matt Damon's strong free will, he finally met the Emily Blunt he had been missing. Look at your lover dancing. Matt Damon's heart finally let go, and John Slattery, who couldn't stop it, he had no choice but to go back to the planning bureau. Unexpectedly, as soon as he returned to the bureau, he received amazing news. It turns out that, in the early Destiny script, Matt Damon and Emily Blunt were meant for each other. Unexpectedly, the upgraded script changed all that. Matt Damon is going to be the future president. Emily Blunt is paired with her dance partner. He didn't know it was the afterglow of the old script, or the will of Matt Damon. He and Emily Blunt kept bumping into each other. This tricky problem actually makes the planning bureau unclear. They had to hire a mysterious figure to clean up the mess. People are dancing on stage. The graceful dance deeply attracted Matt Damon in the audience. Suddenly, the uncle gave a look. The woman fell heavily to the ground. Matt Damon rushed to the rescue, but the uncle walked away. Turns out Matt Damon and Emily Blunt were meant for each other, but the uncle in charge of human destiny, but want to break them up. Because in the Destiny script she set, Matt Damon should be the future president, and Emily Blunt is the top dancer in the country. Once two people fall in love, it will destroy the planning bureau of Destiny, the life trajectory set for them. This will seriously affect the trend of human society. However, Matt Damon, who loves Emily Blunt, he would have given up the presidency for his love, but the uncle told him, this will also ruin Emily Blunt's dream of becoming a top dancer. To achieve love, he had no choice but to make a decision. He can only bury his love deep in his heart. Heartless left Emily Blunt. A year has passed in the blink of an eye. The next presidential election is a month away. Matt Damon's approval rating has always been far ahead. However, just then, but got the news that Emily Blunt was getting married, although he is unwilling to accept, but he can only silently bless her in his heart. But just as he was depressed about it, Anthony Mackie, who was monitoring him, showed up. He's not like the other members of the Fate Planning Bureau, emotionless. What happened to Matt Damon made him feel the same way. He told Matt Damon everything the uncle said, just to trick him into leaving Emily Blunt, because Emily Blunt will fill Matt Damon's empty heart. This will make him give up his dream of winning the White House. These words gave Matt Damon renewed hope. He begged Anthony Mackie to help him get his love back. Just like that, taught by Anthony Mackie, Matt Damon quickly learned how to use a portal. The hat is the key to the door. Seeing Emily Blunt about to enter the wedding hall, Matt Damon decided to start his journey of taking his wife. But this did not escape the surveillance of the Fate Planning Bureau. System and his men came to arrest Matt Damon. Finally, Matt Damon managed to find Emily Blunt at the last minute. Matt Damon tried his best to explain the cause and effect to her, but Emily Blunt panicked on the spot. To convince Emily Blunt, he took Emily Blunt and opened the bathroom door. The results will appear in the stadium the next second. Didn't wait for Emily Blunt to come to her senses. Entered another door. At this point, Emily Blunt finally believed Matt Damon's words. Matt Damon knows that running away won't solve the problem after all. Therefore, he decided to find the chairperson who wrote their fate. Watching Matt Damon stand firm, Emily Blunt chose to stay with her lover forever. So they decided, pushed open the door of the Destiny Planning Bureau, despite the resistance of the masses. But the two have only one goal in mind, is to find the source of it all, and they ended up on the rooftop. The pursuers who came at this time have surrounded them. Just as the two were kissing, the pursuers mysteriously disappeared. The uncle who suddenly appeared told them, no matter how powerful their free will may be, will not rewrite their destiny. Unexpectedly, her voice just fell. Anthony Mackie sends a letter from the chairperson. It turns out that the two are desperate for love. The chairperson, who was moved to rewrite fate. Then Anthony Mackie showed the duo his new Destiny script. Looking at the fate of the two intertwined, they broke into long-lost smiles. Most people live life on the path we set for them, too afraid to explore any other. But once in a while people like you come along, who knock down all the obstacles we put in your way. People who realize free will is a gift you'll never know how to use until you fight for it. I think that's the chairman's real plan, that maybe one day We won't write the plan, you will.